All I found was some partial prints.
Where does that leave me besides having a lump on my head and an hysterical wife?
Sorry, Mr. Lockridge.
Well, I could be ambushed again, you know.
Well, at least we have a fragment of cloth that you found in your dog's mouth. Apparently, he chased the burglar to the fence and then managed to grab a piece of his sleeve before the guy got away.
Great. All right, you'll let me know any further developments.
Yes, we'll be following up on this. I'll see my own way out.
Oh.
Thank you. Bye. Well?
What? They don't know anything, not really.
Oh, wonderful. It makes one feel so safe and secure. Well, at least you didn't get my furs.
You don't keep your furs in the closet.
Obviously a very stupid burglar. How's your head?
Oh, I wish I didn't have to lecture this morning.
Oh. Sometimes you can be such a baby. There, it's all better.
Thank you. Augusta, did you see that? You remember that note that you handed me in the bedroom?
You mean that little dirty piece of paper?
Yeah, did you take it?
No, I gave it to you, didn't I? I don't remember.
Oh, I thought I picked it up, but then I thought I left it on the dressing table.
Oh, who cares?
Oh, it's not there. I just could have sworn. Did you happen to read what was on it?
No. Was it important? We had some wonderful times, didn't we, Lionel? Look at you. So confident. So charming. So innocent. Well, now you're going to pay, Lionel, for everything you've done. Oh, it's been a long time coming. I'm going to make sure that the police arrest you and search you like the common criminal you are. They're going to find that note I put in your tux when you go to the museum. And then everyone will know that you killed my son, Channing. Now, Peter Flint is involved in this somehow. Whatever he knows must be connected to Lionel. I'm going to have to find him. Circle's closing around you. Circle of hell is closing around you, Lionel. Wait a minute. The coins. I could arrange to have the police find the coins like they're going to find a note. Oh. Channing, my darling son. Your murderer will finally be punished. Lionel will be put away forever out of my life. Out of Eva's life. How could I have loved him so much? I hate him so much now.
Well, I mop floors, but I don't do windows.
You are crazy.
Yeah, I know. I've been here for about an hour and a half.
You have?
Yeah, what time do you start work?
5 minutes ago.
Well, I figured I'd give myself plenty of leeway.
Well, this is wonderful. And funny.
And weird. Don't forget weird. We're brothers here. This here's a skinny one in the family.
Lord, I don't have time to play games with you today.
Ah, come on.
The director of the museum is out sick, and he has asked me to take full charge of the official welcoming party for Sir Richard Peale.
Well, there's a name I've heard bandied around in my house more than once.
Yeah, well, this is a serious one. He arrives today.
All right, before he gets here, we'll go out and have some breakfast, okay?
You're not listening to me. I've got a million things to do.
No, just a simple cup of coffee then, all right?
Warren,
All right. We'll have flapjacks and sausages.
You're crazy. I can't. I don't have the time. Sir Richard Peale's arrival to this museum is very important. It's actually important for all of Santa Bárbara.
Well, not in my dad's opinion, but that's a different story.
Would you just listen to me?
All right, friends, Romans, and countrymen.
C.C. Catwell is going to be here, too.
Old doom and gloom himself?
Yeah, well, he's on the board for the museum, and everything has to be organized by 11 o'clock sharp. So, will you please vamoose?
Hold it, 11 o'clock? I think they're really going to be jumping around here at 11 o'clock.
What do you mean?
Well, that's about the time Dad's supposed to be giving his lecture, 11 o'clock.
It was supposed to have been canceled.
Well, that's not what I got this morning. Dad was reading his speech over breakfast.
This is terrible, Warren.
No, it's not. He's actually quite a good speaker, so don't worry.
Oh, I know he is. That's not what I mean. It was supposed to have been canceled. We cannot have both events going at the same time.
Well, it looks like you're stuck, doesn't it?
We don't even have enough employees to cover both events. Warren, you've got to help me. Please, call your father and ask him not to come in today.
Me? You want me to tell Dad he can't do what he loves to do better than anything in the world?
Yes. Are you a man or a mouse?
Well...
Warren.
Here, darling, try this on.
I did. That's too tight. What are you trying to do, humiliate me?
It's not yours, silly. It's Warren's. I borrowed it yesterday.
Well, where's my jacket?
At the tailor's.
Well, then we'll wait.
No, it won't be ready for a week.
Yeah?
Oh, I think this will work just fine.
Oh, just fine. Really good. What's this?
Oh, ketchup.
Oh, great. That kid's some sloppy eater.
Well, I think this will work just beautifully.
It'll work beautifully with ketchup.
Well, I'll take it to the cleaners. It'll be ready in time for the opening of the safe. By the way, when is that grand event?
Just as soon as we haul that safe out of the ocean, which should be in 2 days if everything goes according to plan.
Then I presume the ceremony will be shortly thereafter.
Yeah, the same day. I can't wait to get inside that safe as soon as possible.
You look very dashing in that tux.
Do you think so?
Mm-hmm. Now, take it off and save the performance for later. Come on. Listen to us. We're talking about celebrations when our house has just been broken into and you've been assaulted. Oh, well, life goes on. But, Lila, it makes me just a little bit uneasy. I really would like to know what's going on. It feels like we're on some sort of collision course.
Well, the police said it was a burglar, a one-time hit.
I'm not talking just about that. I'm talking about other problems like the Capwells.
Augusta, we're going to be in the cat-bird seat as soon as that safe is open and I can read the contents of that logbook.
You certainly seem very confident.
We're going to avenge ourselves for all the wrongs the Capwells have ever done to Lockridge.
How lovely the dream.
It's no dream, my sweet. This one dive will replace all the wealth and prestige the Lockridges once had.
It sounds like you almost know what's inside that safe, Lionel.
Oh, no. Just an educated guess, I guess.
Well, at the same time, I would watch out for the Capwells. They tried to stop you once before.
Oh, you mean that little escapade with Eden out at sea?
Oh, what an enchanting choice of words. Escapade. Isn't that what they also call romantic liaisons?
I told you what happened.
Darling, as you told me yourself, Eden was after you.
I didn't mean that.
You are the treasure, my pet. And then she had the brass to tell Lakin that she hated you.
Brick, I'd like to talk to you for a second.
And even worse, Lakin believed her. I mean, it's disgusting.
Well, then perhaps you should believe her if it would make you feel better.
I'm not a gullible schoolgirl, Lionel. Even if she convinced Lakin that she hated you, she's not going to convince me.
Eat something?
Yeah, Brick, would you drive me over to the museum this morning? I have to do a lecture.
Sure. Bring the car whenever you're ready.
Oh, good, Brick, you can do me a favor. Would you take Lionel's tuxedo to the cleaners, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
Are you in a hurry?
No, there's no hurry on it, Brick.
Okay.
We'll continue this discussion later, all right?
I'll count the hours. Here's Lionel. When may I see the cargo? That'll be perfect. Yeah, everything's ready for the dive tomorrow. 1 day before the scheduled public dive. That's right. Don't forget, everything must be terribly discreet.
Eden, are you ready?
Yeah, almost. Dad, is the museum covering all the media as far as Sir Richard Peale's arrival?
I should hope so.
I've been thinking about that.
Thinking about Sir Richard?
Yeah, what if Lionel Lockridge decides to ask Sir Richard Peale to examine all the art on his ship?
I don't think so. Sir Richard has known and hated Lionel for many years.
Maybe, but I don't think Peale would want to turn down the opportunity. It means a lot to his professional reputation.
Well, I can't let that happen. I will not allow Lionel to make any more difficulties for this family.
Yeah, well, I'm not just thinking about the family. What about the Capitol Board of Directors? What about our subsidiaries, the overseas investors?
What about them?
Well, our family business has always been based on goodwill and integrity. If Lionel ruins that for us, it could have a serious effect on our financial strength all over the world.
Well, there is truth in what you're saying, but I am not going to let Lockridge intimidate us.
I feel like he already has.
Not yet, Eden. Not yet, he hasn't. Come on, car's ready.
Hello?
This is, Mr. Smith calling from Connecticut?
Yes.
Can I speak to Mason Capwell? Tell him it's very important.
Oh, I'm sorry, but Mr. Capwell is unavailable at the moment. Can I take a message for him?
It's quite important.
Well, does he have your phone number?
Yes, yes, he does. It's extremely important.
Yes, I understand.
That's Mr. Smith, don't forget, from, Connecticut?
Right, I've got it.
A lot of important people are very concerned about your health, Mr. Flint.
Has the limousine been sent to the airport to pick up Sir Richard Peale?
Yes, it has. It left right on time.
Fine. Looks like everything is well organized.
Well, yes, I've taken care of the arrangements for the welcoming party, the guest list, the refreshments, everything.
Well, you've been very efficient, Summer. But you seem to be a little worried.
Yes. Well, you see, I just found out that Lionel Lockridge is still scheduled to give a lecture here at the museum. At the same time, we are welcoming Sir Richard Peale.
Oh, no.
Yes, at 11 o'clock.
Lionel Lockridge is going to be hanging around the museum today of all days?
Well, Summer, you know that we can't have both events going at the same time.
You bet we can't. Sir Richard and Lionel hate each other.
What am I going to do?
I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to cancel the Lockridge lecture.
I can't. I've tried. It's too late. He has already left the house.
I don't want that man setting a foot in this museum today. Do you understand?
Well, yes.
I don't care how you do it, but you keep Lionel Lockridge out of here today.
I'll do the best I can.
I know you will.
Ooh, is he feeling okay?
Oh, I will be fine as soon as I get into that lecture room.
Okay, well, good luck.
Luck?
Yeah.
Rick, it isn't a matter of luck. It's a matter of skill and expertise. Good look.
Well, you got it.
Oh, Mr. Lockridge.
Oh, Summer, how nice of you to meet me at the door. Totally unnecessary, of course.
Well, I have to meet you at the door. I need to tell you that it's necessary to reschedule your lecture.
Rescheduled, but it was confirmed a week ago.
Yes, I know. But,
Well, why wasn't I notified?
you were supposed to have been notified. And I did try to give you a call at home, but you had already left. And it's almost too late to give a lecture now.
Too late. It's not even 11 o'clock. It's a couple of minutes before that.
Yes, you're right. That's why I was unable to reach you at home. Mr. Lockridge, I'm very sorry. Everyone loves your lectures, and I'm sure when it's rescheduled next week...
Wait. What is really going on here, Summer?
Wouldn't next week be better? That would give you more time to prepare the lecture.
All right. Next week it is. And I'll just get my notes from the director's office.
Oh, but you can't do that.
Can't do what?
What I mean is, you wait right here, and I'll go in and get them for you.
Summer, you're in my way.
Well, Mr. Lockridge, they're doing repair work inside. The earthquake damage could be dangerous.
Oh, well, if it's that dangerous, why aren't you wearing a hard hat?
I left it inside.
Did you? All right, I think we've played this game long enough. What's this all about?
Well, you see it.
Just the plain, unvarnished truth.
It's Sir Richard Peale. He's scheduled to arrive any moment.
So that's it, huh? Sir Richard Peale's Dog and Pony show has arrived in this helpless little community.
I'm very sorry.
Oh!
It wasn't
no.
my idea to cancel your lecture.
Oh, I'm sure it wasn't. I'm sure it wasn't yours at all. Don't worry about it. No, I know the party is probably responsible. C.C. Capwell runs the board with a whip, doesn't he? Huh? Yeah. Now, if you'll just excuse me, Summer, all right?
But Mr. Lockridge,
Don't you worry about a thing, honey. I'll tell him I went right over the barricade,
well,
okay?
Capwell is going to be furious.
Yes, of course. And I think I can speak for the whole board when I say that we're very proud to have Sir Richard Peale visit our museum.
Lionel, I thought your lecture was canceled.
Yes, it does seem the wisest move, doesn't it? You know, I wouldn't want to put a crimp into your daddy's day.
Oh, wouldn't you?
Frankly, Eden, I must admit that you put a crimp into my wife's day.
Really?
Yeah, my wife nearly disowned me because of our little adventure on the high seas.
Well, you and I both know that she has nothing to worry about.
Augusta might tend to disagree with that. She's a little sensitive about such things.
Oh, really? I thought your life was rather idyllic.
After we've finished discussing my life, we might talk about how fulfilling your life is.
My life is none of your concern.
Your life is always a concern to mine.
Well, this has been really amusing, if you'll excuse me.
You want fun? Listen, stick around. It could get more amusing.
More amusing?
Sure. As the man said, you ain't seen nothing yet.
I wouldn't change a thing.
I'm greatly reassured.
You should be.
I'm a bit confused. Is this Bowman Hall?
Sign says.
Then you must be a museum guard.
No. Don't let the uniform fool you. I'm actually a chauffeur. Among other things.
Isn't it a little unusual for a chauffeur to be reading a financial paper?
I like the comics. Are you here for the Lockridge lecture?
Who?
Lionel Lockridge, the well-known art expert.
Oh, sorry. I don't recognize the name.
Oh. Pity.
Thank you for your interest. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do.
Oh, would you care to comment on the forthcoming salvage operation being made by Lionel Lockridge?
Please, no more questions. This occasion is for the museum, and I don't want to speculate on any personal matters. Thank you.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I'm Elizabeth Peale, Sir Richard Peale's daughter.
Miss Peale, how do you do? I'm C.C. Capwell.
How do you do?
We're eagerly awaiting your father, but forgive me, we didn't realize that you were going to accompany him.
I'm very sorry to be the bearer of unhappy news, Mr. Capwell, but my father has suddenly taken ill.
I hope it's not serious.
It is serious enough to prevent him from coming. However, he is recovering satisfactorily. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. But I'm afraid our board is going to be very disappointed. We'll have to tell everyone that your father's lectures are canceled.
Oh, but there's no need to cancel.
Well, you said your father was ill.
My father sent me, Mr. Capwell. I'm equally qualified, and I brought all of his notes. So, you see, I will take my father's place at the lectures.
Well, it's wonderful that you're able to take over your father's lectures.
I'm very sorry I wasn't able to notify you.
No, that's quite all right. I understand.
Miss Peale, would you mind posing with Mr. Capwell for a few pictures?
I'd be enthralled.
Well, if it isn't Sir Richard Peale's precocious brat.
Oh, yes, the familiar strains of Lionel Lockridge. I had hoped our paths would never cross again.
Tell me, Elizabeth, how is the second most overrated art historian on Earth?
I presume you're reserving top honors for yourself, Lionel?
Heavens, no. How could I possibly be more overrated than your esteemed father?
What are you doing here, Lockridge?
I came to find out why my lecture was canceled. Now I know. Yeah. Is the museum planning a series on frauds in the modern art world?
That's reprehensible. I want you to apologize to Miss Peale.
Well, have I ruffled some feathers?
I will not stand for this behavior.
Oh. Now you want to fight a duel over this lady's honor? I believe the choice of weapons would be mine. Will it be pistols or sabers?
Get out.
Not until I've said what I have to say. Where am I? What is this place?
Benedict Hills. It's a private clinic.
I was in the hospital.
Mason Capwell ordered that you be brought here. You're being protected from people who are threatening your life.
Threatening my life? Mason brought me here.
No. Don't try to move, Mr. Flint. Mr. Flint.
But I gotta get out of here.
No. You're perfectly safe.
No.
No one's gonna harm you.
You understand? It's Mason Capwell. He's the one that I tried to...
He's still disoriented, but at least his vital signs are better. You better stay with him. Keep close watch, okay?
Yes. Okay. How are you feeling?
What? I don't know.
Well, your color is better.
I've got to make a phone call.
No, the doctor left orders to put the phone away.
No. Please, one call.
I don't know.
Look, it make me feel better. Please ease my mind.
All right, I know I shouldn't do this, but one call.
One call.
And it must be very short.
Yeah, I promise. Will be.
Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes.
Thank you. Who am I going to call? I've got to get out of here. Who can I trust?
I remember when you were a child on your father's knee. You were an obnoxious, self-centered,
And I remember when you were a house guest and drank all my father's brandy.
Tell me, Elizabeth, why did your father send a woman to do a man's job?
Perhaps because the woman is better qualified than most of the men he knows.
Well, now, that doesn't say much for Sir Richard Peale's judgment, does
Oh,
it?
but the whole world would disagree with you, Lionel. Then it usually does.
Your father is, forgive me, a barely competent painter, an incompetent art historian who hides behind his English accent in order to receive lucrative invitations to lecture.
It's galling, isn't it, not to have them knocking down your door with invitations?
I don't have to lecture to make my bread. I do it for fun, not profit.
Oh, how fortunate. Otherwise you might starve.
I could go on like this forever, Elizabeth, but, folks, I really don't want to destroy this lady's one moment of glory.
Oh, not at all, Lionel. The pleasure's been all mine.
You're staying at Cece's Royal Suite in the Capwell Hotel?
No, she is spending the time here in my home as an honored guest.
Good. The service in the hotel is shabby. I'm sure you'll be much happier with Cece at his home, since you two are so much alike. You both love blowing your own horns.
Wait a minute, Mr. Lockridge. Are there any other comments you'd like to make about Sir Richard Peale or about his daughter?
Oh, I can speak volumes about that, but I think you better save your ink for the real story coming up, what I'm going to find on the Amanda Lockridge.
Can you give us any details at this time?
Only that it will be a glorious moment in history for the Lockridges and the world when we bring the treasure safely on board.
I'm sorry, Elizabeth. I gave orders to have him stopped at the door.
It was my fault. I guess I encouraged him to say those things.
You were only defending yourself, as you only had a right to do. Please, would you excuse me for a moment?
Of course.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I have something in private to say to Mr. Lockridge.
Hey, what is this? The gunfight at the OK Corral?
I want you at my house at 5 o'clock, Lockridge. We've got some things to settle.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Hey, Dad. Hey, what's going on? I heard you created some kind of big uproar out there earlier.
You're a good-natured old man? Oh.
Then it's true, right?
Oh, whatever. It's unimportant.
Dad, look. I understand you're loading the boat with all the equipment, and, well, I thought maybe I could help.
We've already discussed that, Warren.
Dad, you know I'm qualified. At least I could help with the gear or something. I could do something. Don't you understand? I really want to participate in this project.
I'm sorry, Warren. The answer is still no. I don't want you on the boat.
Why?
I've told you why. Look, I know that you're interested in the Lockridge Enterprises. I know you want to be involved in all the family stuff, but Well, I'm glad about that. Start working with it, with the contracts we hold with it, limited general partnerships, our shared ownership in the Texas oil wells, all the investments that we've ever had. Work on that.
I am, Dad, but that's not the point.
Well, good. Just fill your mind with practical stuff and let me worry about the Amanda Lockridge, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, well, is it going to be the way you claim?
What are you talking about?
The dive? The one you're taking 2 days from now? That's the only dive, Dad? Are you planning a little pre-dive, huh?
Pre-dive? Of course not.
I know your equipment's all set.
Just be more efficient, Warren.
Sure. For the first time in your life, right?
Eden Capwell's office. Hello?
Who is this?
Veronica.
Peter?
Veronica, you gotta help me.
Well, what is it? What's wrong?
Dying. There's nobody else I can call.
Where are you?
There's nobody else I can trust but you.
Peter, please tell me where you are.
Mason's Capwell, he's holding me, Veronica. I'm in a clinic called Benedict Hills. I don't know where it is.
That's all right.
I can look it up.
Please. Tell Veronica, please hurry.
All right, Peter, I will. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Mr. Flint, I specified no visitors or telephone calls. You must remember that Mason Capwell is trying to protect you.
Gotta tell Mason.
Hey, Summer, is this post-Renaissance or pre-caveman?
Neither.
That's what I thought. Hey, I don't think I need to ask you what's wrong, but does it have anything to do with my old man being here?
Your father had a terrible run-in today with C.C. Capwell and Sir Richard Peale's daughter, right in front of the reporters and the press and everybody. Boy, did C.C. let me have it.
Let you have it? Why? CC's not your boss.
Yeah, well, he's on the museum board. He might as well be.
Hey, forget it. No one can blame you because my old man got out of line.
Doesn't matter anyway.
I think there's something else wrong here besides the fact that my father messed up.
Maybe.
So, come on, tell me what's wrong, okay? What's bothering you?
I was just, I've been thinking about it the other night.
Hey, forget about it, okay?
I can't forget about it, Warren. Don't you understand? I know what you wanted it to be.
Hey, it's only right when both of us feel it. And I know something happened to you a long time ago. It's none of my business, and I'm certainly not going to push you for it. I'm willing to wait as long as it takes. I mean that, Summer.
Do you?
Yes. And if you don't want to talk about the past, well, we don't have to talk about the past. I'm sorry. I said that we wouldn't talk about it, and there I go talking about it again.
No, it's all right, Warren. I think I'd like to talk about it. It's just not easy.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm willing to wait, okay?
Okay.
Okay. That's what we need. We need to have a little sense of humor about these things, right?
Yeah, right.
Well, as long as we're on this note, how about if I come by after closing time tonight and pick you up? I have a rather special night planned for us.
A special night? What? What are we doing?
I'm not going to tell you. That's no dice, because if I tell you, it won't be that special.
Hey, what's the hurry?
Am I glad to see you? Peter Flint just called me.
Peter Flint?
Yes, he said that Mason was holding him at some private clinic, Benedict Hills, and I've got to get up there right away.
Wait a minute, I know where that is.
Oh, well, I feel like such a traitor.
What are you talking about?
Well, I'm betraying Mason by telling you where Peter is, and then I'm going off to help Peter, and I know Mason isn't going to like that one bit.
Wait, just a minute. I will go see Peter in your place.
No, Lionel, I can't let you do that. Peter begged me to come up there and help him, and he sounded like he was dying.
I don't want to make things worse for you. I'll go see Peter in your place. Look, I don't want to mess up what you got going with Mason either.
Come on, Lionel, I can't turn away from Peter like this. If you could have heard his voice, I mean, the desperation in it. If I can help him, I've got to.
Oh. You have thought of everything. It's magnificent. These are... Oh, your talent is as great as these masters. Oh, and look at those hand-wrought ancient nails. Oh, look at that. They're incredible. They're square heads. They're crude appearance. They're perfect. They weren't easy to find, were they? Huh? And look at these crates. Oh, they're so properly waterlogged. And the paint is beautifully paled. I mean, these paintings really look as if they were down in that fetid atmosphere, down in that hole for 100 years. I've got to tell you, this is really the best job that I have ever seen. It's absolutely amazing. All we have left to do is seal up those crates, put them down in that ship, and the next day, discover them. Huh? Even the best art appraiser in the entire world will have to readily admit that they're authentic. Listen, partner, come on and share a drink with me, will you? Huh?
To success and riches beyond our wildest dreams.
And to the final revenge against the Capwell. Congratulations, Liz.
Am I going to get to meet your wife this time?
Oh, indeed, yes. Augusta is an extraordinary woman.
I look forward to the encounter.
Well, it's a pity to waste this wonderful wine, but I do have to run. Now, listen, don't forget that you may meet me at the Capitals later this afternoon.
I can't wait.
Ciao. Oh, hey, and thank you for that great bit in the museum center with the tears and the handkerchief. It was perfect.
How did you get in?
I pretended to be a visitor or somebody else. Nobody noticed me.
Thanks for coming, Veronica. The only one I could call. Now they're gonna press charges against me for trying to kill Joe and for setting him up for that coke bust.
Oh, Peter.
At least I cleared him. I told Kelly that he didn't kill Channing.
That'll help.
No. Mason's gonna put me away.
No, Peter, there's always hope.
No. It doesn't matter. He's gonna try to kill me. I know it.
No.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Let me die.
He won't, Peter. I don't believe that.
Listen, I gotta get out of here, Veronica. Okay, you gotta help me. I can't stay here anymore.
You've got
Please.
this in your
You gotta
arm.
help me, please. Please help me.
Please lie down.
Please. You help me.
Just rest.
Philip, good to see you.
Mr. Lockridge.
Still padding around the old Capwell halls, I see.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Listen, Philip, have you ever decided to change your situation? Why, heck, I could always use another loyal employee. Might even be a step up for you.
I am quite content here. Thank you, sir.
Well, just in case you ever change your mind, buddy.
That will be all, Philip.
Yes, sir.
How's CC? Eden? A lovely evening, isn't it? For December.
I didn't ask you over here to get a weather report, Lockridge. We have a lot of important things to discuss.
Hello, is this Mrs. Lockridge?
It is.
Oh, good. I'm glad I reached you. See, I'm calling for your husband, Mr. Lockridge. He would like you to join him at the Capwell home at 5 today.
The Capwell home, are you sure?
Oh, yes, I certainly am. He was quite explicit about that.
Look, it's 5 o'clock right now.
Yes, I know it is. You better hurry. Oh, wait a minute. Who is this? This is Mary. I'm one of the secretaries at the museum.
All right. Sounds very strange being invited to the Capwell home, but I'll get there as soon as I can.
Oh, enjoy yourself, Lionel. Because you don't have too much more time.
Well, let's get to it, shall we, Lockridge?
By all means. I'm dying to know why you invited me here.
Oh, I think you know why.
Yes, I will admit I probably have an inkling.
I'm sure you do.
I'm sick of the publicity about this dive of yours and these so-called masterpieces that you say are still aboard the Amanda Lockridge.
Even if they're priceless.
You don't have them yet, and I seriously doubt if they still exist.
Oh, I didn't know you were an authority on underwater deterioration, CC.
No, but I have discussed the matter with an authority, Elizabeth Peale.
Huh. Yes, the charming progeny of Sir Richard Peale. And what does the illustrious Ms. Peale have to say about the chances of recovering the paintings?
She says your chances are minuscule. 1,000 to 1 odds.
1,000 to 1. Yeah.
What's the matter, Lionel, losing that famous swagger of yours?
It does give one pause for thought, doesn't it? But then what have I got to lose?
Well, let me spell it out for you. I think you might find that you're going to spend a fortune on a ridiculous salvage effort that will produce nothing of value, and you will quite probably end up the laughing stock of Santa Bárbara.
Are you quite sure that's the only consideration?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean the captain's log on the Amanda Lockridge, for one thing. If I find it, and I have every intention of doing so, it could quite possibly be very embarrassing to the Capwells.
We all know what happened to that ship 100 years ago. It sank, and that's all there is to it.
I don't think so.
There's nothing down there that's going to affect our family.
Well, if it couldn't possibly affect you, then why are you all so worried? I mean, wait. Why did you invite me over here? Couldn't have just been to chat and have tea and cakes, could it?
I advise you to give up this business and leave that ship on the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, well, see, that's the trouble with me, CC. I never did take advice very well. And I don't take very well the people who trespass on that which is mine.
Oh, don't you think you're being a little bit too dramatic? After all, the ocean belongs to everyone.
Not that little piece of it. I have legal claim to it. Oh, yeah. And for the moment, you are running scared, CC. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you are running scared, and we both know it.
Scared? Oh, scared of you?
Mm-hmm. Of what I'll find on the ocean floor. You are desperate enough to send Eden to spy on me. You have every intention of ruining my entire diving operation. Now, it's only out of the goodness of my heart that I let Eden go.
Oh, don't listen to him, Dad. He doesn't even know how to tell the truth.
Truth? The truth? Is that what you want? Let's talk truth. 100 years of it. Let's begin by talking about the truth of what happened on the Amanda Lockridge.
This is a ridiculous conversation. We all know that story is well known.
Oh, only one version of it is well known, so you see. The Capwell version of Capwell Innocent. But the other version, there's the rub, CC. Because that's the real truth. The truth is going to happen when the Capwells are unmasked for the people they really are. And that's why you're running scared. Because you're desperately afraid that the Capwells will at long last be eclipsed by the Lockridges.
Philip, I understand my husband's here.
Why, yes, he is, Mrs. Lockridge, through the gate.
Augusta! Nice to see you.
Augusta, we weren't expecting you.
Weren't? Well, one of the secretaries from the museum called and told me to come over.
Well, I never gave those instructions. Eden?
No, I wouldn't dream of it.
Seems I'm an unwelcome guest.
No, Augusta. We're glad to see you. Hey, listen, we were just having a little tete-a-tete here, and now that you're here, the party can really heat up.
How fascinating. Well, it's still very puzzling, that phone call I got. Something very peculiar going on that I don't understand. But then there are so many things I don't understand.
Now, where would Lionel hide these coins? It'd have to be someplace that he would think is safe.